What is your secret that you can't tell anyone because it will probably ruin your life? I don't give my best at work because I don't care anymore. I used to give them 100% and nobody noticed and only focused on the small mistakes I made. Now I give 40 to 50% and my manager keeps bugging my why. My performance has dropped compared to before. I simply don't care. The salary is fine compared to the country's standard, but in this field of work is on the lower end of the chart. I don't care. I'm overworked and underpaid. By industry standard, not countrywide standard. I find it incredibly difficult to care about absolutely anything. Gotta fake it just enough so that people will interact with me. My brother is the product of a rape. My mom told me. I don't know if she told him. She's passed away now. I found out I had a half-brother from dad, and the only reason I found out about it was because he had leukemia, and they thought I'd be a match for a blood marrow transfusion. After fleeing domestic violence and trying to make a new life, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I'm fighting it, but I'm just so tired of life. My last baby turns 18 this week, and I feel like I've done all I'm supposed to. I'm sick of being strong for everyone else when all I want to do is go, I'm just so damn tired. I have automated the main part of my job and get paid to essentially just show up. In high school, I stole the MP3 player of a classmate, went into the locker room during PE and snatched it. I didn't steal it because I wanted it or to sell it. I just did it because she was an awful judgmental queen bee and I wanted to get back at her. People saw me with it in hands, so the next day I was called into the principal's office, steadfastly and self-assuredly denied everything. They looked at my bag, then called my parents who searched my entire room for the stolen MP3 player. They never found it, so I was let go. Still got into a fistfight with the girl later, though, as she knew it was me. To this day, I've never admitted it to anyone, ever. I was that petty. I still don't feel regret, even though I'm usually empathetic to a fault. She was that awful to others. I recognize it was wrong, though, definitely. In any case, the MP3 player was buried in my garden as soon as I got home, and this garden is currently a megastore parking lot. It's the silliest thing, don't know why I've never admitted to it. I left my job at an electronics manufacturing company in 2002, but they continued paying me my full salary, including all incremental raises and annual bonus until they offered me a very generous redundancy package in 2022 due to departmental restructuring, including an £85,000 lump sum contribution to my pension fund. I even got the quarterly magazine and annual Christmas cards sent to me. In March of this year, 2023, I got an invite to the 75th anniversary of the company, went along, had a great time at the free bar, and nobody realized I hadn't worked there for over 20 years. You've got to love a good administrative error. I have a bad back, and from time to time it goes into a full spasm. One day I was getting out of bed, and as my foot hit the floor, I went into a full spasm. I have no idea how, but a perfectly formed turd fell out the leg of my shorts and landed on the floor. Due to my spasm, I fell and landed right in the poop. The commotion woke up my GF at the time, and she ran over to check on me. I blame the dog. I've never actually told anyone this before. My non-bio grandfather sexually abused me. He's in a care home with severe Alzheimer's now. Still processing it all TBH. Only my partner knows. Tried to tell my mom, and she acted as if it was a normal thing to have happened to a 5-year-old kid. That I don't really have imposter syndrome, I'm actually a fraud. The story everyone knows is my boyfriend and I voluntarily left our place of work because our relationship went against policy, and we valued our relationship more than our crappy jobs. The truth is, we got caught fucking in my car before work, and left in order to avoid repercussions. I once jacked off to a picture of George W. Bush's bulge when I was like 12. I hid the extent of my alcoholism from everyone since I was 15. I'm now 35 and 8 weeks sober. No one knows I'm sober now, as they've never known I had an alcohol issue. All my passwords are the same word with different combinations of numbers and punctuation marks. I think I'm not as nice as people believe I am. I am just acting according to social norms when in reality, everything outside my home makes me feel tired and drained. One of my closest family members offered me sex during one of the most mentally unstable times of his life. I wasn't interested, nothing else happened. and the topic never came up again. One of the main reasons why I haven't brought it up in family is because his marriage is already unstable and I don't intend to make it worse. I play most video games on easy mode, then brag about how I'm so good to my wife who doesn't know about games. My 54-year-old secret would ruin several lives. My childhood best friend's little brother is actually my son, and his children are my grandchildren. I stopped working at work 1 year back. I have no idea what the fuck they want from me because I watch 12 hours of shows on my laptop and work for 30 minutes a day by attending a team huddle and staying on mute. My cakes aren't homemade.